Hello, and welcome back to the Kaiju Wheel. Yes, I did rename it to the Kaiju Wheel. The show where we look at random kaiju movies in order to separate the God tier from the Zilla tier. This episode, we'll be looking at Gappa the Triphibian Monster, the sole kaiju movie of Nikatsu, one of the major Japanese film studios. Was the movie so bad that they never wanted to touch the genre again? Or is it a hidden gem that deserves more of a chance? Let's find out. Kaiju / SFX. I'm gonna start with SFX again. They're actually quite good. I expected Nikatsu to cheap out, but these are good special effects. They were directed by Akira Watanabe, who actually worked on the movie I looked at last episode, as well as a ton of other Godzilla movies, including the original. Everything here looks very nice. The miniatures are fantastic and blow up real good. The suits are also very well built. Honestly, sometimes this movie looks like it could have been made in the 80s. But there are some moments where it doesn't look so hot. Overall, still very good. Now for the Gappas themselves. Their design is fine. Some shots do make them look really goofy though. I'll just say it. They're a little ugly. They're kind of a combination between a bird and a reptile, and I'm not a huge fan. My biggest gripe is with the fact that all three of them look the same. There are small differences between the suits so you can tell them apart. In one scene with the mother and father Gappas, one of them has an octopus in their mouth, and I really like that, but come on. They couldn't have at least made them different colors? It just seems like a lazy move. At first I thought they had only made one suit and were just editing it to make it look like there were more, but no, these are 3 different suits. I don't know why they were so proud of this goofy design that they wanted to use it 3 times. Back to some special effects. When the kaiju are just superimposed into the background of shots, they look really off. Their height is completely inconsistent. They should have just stuck to having them actually stomp on miniatures. But overall, I do like the special effects. The suits I'm kinda meh on. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, but mostly for the effects. Kaiju Hijinks. The Kaiju Hijinks in this movie is also very good, helped greatly by the superb special effects. The major action parts are when the parent Kaiju attack the village, when they first attack the mainland, and when they come out of the lake. But there are even more hijinks than that, like when the baby Gappa is first born, or when he's in the enclosure. It's also great to see these kaiju fly. We don't see that a lot of main characters. I wish we got to see them fight. I thought the plot would be the baby Gappa defending Japan from his parents, but that wasn't it. I guess I can see why there were no kaiju fights. I already mentioned the octopus in the mouth. I quite like that. I guess I don't have a lot to say for this section. It's not that bad, it's just simple. Good and simple, but simple. I'd even give it a 7 out of 10. It's good, I like it, could have done a little bit more. Overall movie quality. Let's start with what I like. The first thing you'll notice about the movie in the opening credits is that the music goes hard. Why are the songs in Gappa so good? They're really catchy and they get stuck in my head. I like the light atmosphere the film goes for. I think it works really well and was a very good choice. There are some shots that look really nice. Alright, let's get to what I don't like. There are just a few too many characters for me to keep track of. Like, there's a ton, especially for a Showa Kaiju movie. I don't know why they needed so many. Some shots have this soft and shiny filter on them. I assume they switched the lens or whatever to make it feel more dreamlike, but it just looks bad, and it kind of makes me nauseous. I'd imagine even more so if I was watching this on the big screen. There are a couple scenes with these guys from the American Navy, and the actors playing them are so bad. Holy shit, they're terrible. I don't know how good the Japanese acting is, but if this represents it, then it can't be that good. Last thing I want to mention is the editing. It can be like really bad and just ruin the flow of the movie. I'm not gonna act like I'm an editing expert, but I know this is bad. It can feel very, very jarring at multiple points in the movie. I'd say overall the movie is probably a 4 or 5 out of 10. At first I give it a 6, and I don't really know why, so I might as well meet in the middle for 5 out of 10. I don't know what happened here. Gappa the Triphibian Monster gets an overall score of 19 out of 30, approximately a 6 out of 10. So, still pretty good, but nothing to lose your mind over. If you're a fan of the Showa era, I'd be quick to recommend Gappa. I think you'll really enjoy it. Even if you're just a general Kaiju fan and not into this era specifically, I think you should still check it out. It's an interesting part of Kaiju history. From what I've read, it's actually the 5th Kaiju project Nikatsu planned, with all the others getting canned. So maybe look into that. Besides the history, it's just a pretty good Kaiju movie, albeit with some significant flaws. A little bit of a update, or channel update, Kaiju wheel update. I've been working more on this series. I spent a long time on the Pink Floyd iceberg, so I didn't have the chance to make this video, but I have intended to make it for a long time. What first set this back is I ordered the Gappa Blu-ray, which came out last year, and it took like forever to ship, and so that set me back. And then by the time it shipped, I was already rededicated to the iceberg video, and yeah. But this is the first time I ever spent money on a video, because I couldn't find Gappa, the English version, anywhere online at the time, so I bought the Blu-ray. I also got the complete Gamera collections and the Showa Godzilla collection, so my Kaiju collection's looking pretty good now. I'm pretty happy with it. My collecting goal is to own all the Godzilla movies eventually on Blu-ray, so I'm working towards that. And yeah, that's about it. Maybe I'll make a Blu-ray collection video someday, I don't know. Well, that's all I have to say about Gappa. Let's see what I'll be reviewing next time on the Kaiju Wheel.